like I said, I'll start looking for other shit out there to do.
And that'll be our last thing. Then we'll start bucking down for prepping for Horror Hound. Okay. Camera's still here. Camera test.
Yeah, November, December, January, March, right? It's March,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. Maybe
Well, we can't
maybe we'll have a
can't
booth.
film the secret thing unless it's because of the leaves.
I love air quotation marks.
Yeah, well, I can't.
Oh, you're thinking of continuity errors, aren't you?
Yeah,
we can't jump seasons in one film project, can we?
Right? Because
it would be stupid.
It would be stupid. I mean, we have a lot more to worry about.
We are pretty
probably,
stupid.
But
hey, at least we know continuity errors are a thing.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got about that.
What else have I got? You watched The Boys, right?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Did you love it?
No, I absolutely loved it.
Fantastic.
I mean,
the capture of the invisible dude. Spoiler alert.
Oh, dude.
But it was pretty fucking good.
All the stuff that has to do with the deep is just like the funniest shit. Like him with the dolphin, him getting sexually assaulted by the woman with the gills. Like fuck me running, dude. That shit is so goddamn funny. The ending, I get it. Part of it surprised me, part of it didn't. I was kind of a little like, oh man, it kind of felt like the expected Hollywood kind of ending. But yeah, what a pleasant surprise, that show. I love when that happens, man. When you're like, okay, cool, I'll check that out, and it just blows away your expectations, man.
Yeah, that's good. It was good throughout.
That show was phenomenal.
As opposed to the same time was what was it? The Starbuck girl doing.
Oh, Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah, which is a shame because the budget was good. It was just the screenplay, the plot, the running of it. The whole thing was just trash.
I don't know how you got through the whole thing. I couldn't make it.
I forced myself through the whole thing. I forced myself because at one point it's got to be knowledge, right? Whatever it is they're going through, and I think the failure on that is when you try to attack too many things socially. Oh, it's socially acceptable to do this, socially acceptable.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry to let you know, but during testing of intelligent people, you're not gonna get a focus group. Especially your first go round. Like, wait a minute, you're the starting team? I fit every fucking avenue on the starting team? Okay,
we have like hundreds of years of like military leadership, exploration, even when it's like, you know, exploring the Arctic Circle, it still had like rank structure, even though they were part of like not necessarily the military. Like, we have 100 years to go off of. It's done that way for a reason. So you can't just be like, I don't want to, and then get thrown into like an open electrical conduit on the wall. Like, fuck.
Which is the thing in space.
Supposedly, it's really fucking dangerous.
And more importantly, it's not the first thing you want to address in fixing something.
No.
Like, I'm going to tighten this pipe. Let's just leave that bitch fucking going off in the corner.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, to a certain, like, I don't want to alienate like young viewers, but for a second there, it felt like it was a bunch of young people that wrote it to make fun of themselves.
Yeah.
In like a sci-fi setting, like every stereotype.
Yeah.
Like, I don't wanna. You're too old. Like she's being mean to me. Like, what?
What is going on?
What is going on?
How many things socially are you attacking right now? Just a buckshot.
Unbelievable.
And what you didn't pick up because you didn't watch the series is they're never not in jeopardy.
Oh yeah.
Like every day's a bad day.
Right.
Like you don't stay that long. You don't stay that long in the suck. You know what I mean? There's breaks.
Oh, we should probably say what the dang name of the show is.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'll have to blink it on the screen.
Yeah. There you go. Don't watch.
Don't watch. But still, I think above that, you didn't watch it all, but above that would still be Life Is My Worst.
Dude, Life is pretty awful.
Yeah, well, Life was equally terrible for almost the same reasons.
Just bad science.
Yeah, it's really bad science.
Just bad common sense, too.
Couldn't even Google this shit, right? You couldn't even Google this shit.
Yeah, we are researching this thing in space just in case, but we have no fail-safes whatsoever.
Yeah. And but more importantly, we're going to get something weird and, you know, very, very dangerous in we don't know no fail-safes.
Yeah.
No policies, no protocols, no.
Yeah. Homeboy opens the door.
Yeah, right?
He opens the door, and then like when the rescue. Oh my goodness. Like, hey guys, just so you know, if you know anybody, our consulting fee is really cheap. Yeah. We will keep your movie from sucking. Yeah. A little bit.
We'll point out
maybe a lot of it.
Obvious shit that seems to be. But if your title's Troll Under the Bridge, don't fucking invite us at all. I don't want to fucking see it.
Right? I mean, you guys probably feel the same way, man. I mean, we're just big fans of just movies and TV, and there's just so many times you're just like, where did this get lost in translation? You know what I mean? The editing or whatever it may be. It blows my mind sometimes. Like, wow, so much potential, completely lost.
It's like, is it like video games where the deadline destroys the film? You know, I haven't gotten into that far yet.
I've done a little bit of reading. There was one example, was True Detective.
Right.
So I really liked the first season of True Detective. I think at the time it was pretty cutting edge. You know, I hadn't seen anything like that, and I loved it and was super excited for season 2. And if any of you watched it, it was pretty bad. It was, you know, like no one really cared about the story or the characters. It just kind of stunk. And I remember being really disappointed. And then I'd read this like article where the guy was talking about like what happened. You know, there was a deadline involved, and then it was also that he's like, based on the success of the first season, I had no checks and balances. I was in my own world. I had no one to tell me that, like, yo, this stinks. What?
No. Oh. There was almost an accent here, but no, I'm listening to it.
No, that was my thing. So he's like, my bad, I'm sorry. I was on a deadline, and I put myself in charge of, like, everything. I had no one to be like, yo, bro, this stinks. You know what I mean? He's like, I was the king of my own fucking kingdom, and I made a bad show.
Yeah, I think on those things too is also noticing the writer change. You'll see it like a good pilot come out and you're like, wow, that's really good, this has got potential. But as soon as they get a whiff of money, man, they're like, well then here we go. Fire your ass, hire like 4 people that think they can rewrite or ghostwrite the rest of the shit thing. And it just goes to shit right after that because you don't have the original idea, you know?
Yeah, there's one very good example I know you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Say it, dude. You know what I mean? It's a great show, man. Or was.
Yeah.
I always get excited. Well, it was Fortitude, by the way. And then the character Dan.
They ruined the fucking whole film!
I always love when I see him pop up in other things. Like when every time he had a scene in Game of Thrones, I was like, oh my god, it's Dan! Yeah. Very excited. I really, really liked that character from that first season.
I loved it. It was a fantastic show.
Good show. And one day, Res Dev is going to go to the Fox.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully someday soon.
Yeah, one day. We'll definitely have to redo Iceland. That was a big learning trip for us.
Yeah, it was. You don't have to drive.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot easier this time around.
Yeah, like prep for a really hot flight, 6 hours.
Yeah. That trip I did to London, it was definitely more successable of an overseas trip. Yeah, just like sleeping and like, you know, me shitting.
Well, I think the thing that killed my itinerary right there, right off the bat, was preparing to be cold and in a sauna in the plane, and I just no air. I'm like, oh wow, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I'm not really sure what that was about. Like,
and also missed the opportunity of not taking the available seats to go lazy.
Right.
I mean, my neuroses not let me.
And that very interesting young lady we met with a giant bag of drugs that we didn't take her up on.
Yep.
She was like, you want help sleeping? And I was like, ah, what the fuck is that? She's like, I got everything you might need, and I was like, no, I don't know.
I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Because you just hit every what is it, 80s drug thing. Supposed to say no to you, don't push.
That
push out
woman
the pusher.
was very intense.
Yes, she was. Well prepared.
I guess. Yes, well prepared to the point of probably not having anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
And supposedly getting drugged when we saw them again as we flew home.
Right. Yeah. Weird. Right.
When I talked to the nephew in the what's that called, the duty free.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what is she talking about, dude? He's like, dude, I really think we were like slip something. And I was
Weird.
like, okay. Yeah, he's like, we both just completely blacked out. Don't remember anything. We just like woke up just like...
Yeah, it certainly wasn't.
Hangover of my life.
And I think I remember that conversation, and I was saying, "Oh, dude, was it that Black Death stuff? Because that stuff, there's no way you can drink that by accident."
I mean, there was times in my youth of just like irresponsible binge drinking where it went from like 0 to 60, not intentional, like just really quick, just like a bad mix of whatever, and just being like, boop, gone, evening, not remembered. But the way they explained it, you know, because then they like get weed off the kids too, or something like that. Like, I think maybe the drugs were laced. I don't know. We were obviously not there.
We were on a
much different journey than they were.
It was right around the time we realized that taking the senior citizens golden tours was way easier than
just trying to drive around.
Yeah.
And everything's so kind of spread out there too. You know, it's not like left turn left, right? Yeah.
Cookie, right on.
Cookie. We left at the intersection. Yeah. But yeah, one day we'll do that. We'll do that European World War II thing. That's on my bucket list.
Oh yeah, yeah. What was the opening cost for that? It was like 10 grand.
No, I think it was way less. Wasn't it like 2,500?
No, that was like 10 grand.
Or well, maybe 10 grand for the two of us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well,
Was it 5
It's
grand?
always going to be two of us.
Well, yeah, I know. I just don't remember being like, I'd have to look again. But
yeah,
it's like,
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's like 10 days. You start in Paris and you end in Germany.
All right, well then maybe that's the confusion. The memory I got is 14-day.
No, it wasn't 14.
Was there options?
I don't know.
I think I remember the wrong option.
Yes, there was some like anniversary of D-Day that was happening.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like a little bit different.
Yeah, I totally want to do that one.
Yeah.
But and we'll have to do a full production on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like a travel blog. Yeah, absolutely. But that's a couple years away. I mean, we get around pretty good.
Yeah.
That can happen.
We'll be
whenever.
We'll be 2 books published, 1 animation and 1 film before we even do that.
Oh no, he's documenting it.
I know.
Oh, I had a thought. I don't know if because you can just fast forward over this if I'm that musician kid that you know. Do you think there's any chance I could?
Hold on, musician kid I know.
I thought you had some.
Oh, we have a savant. Yeah. Audio nemesis.
Yeah. So here's the park, right? Sorry, that's my bad.
Got it. Where's Cookie?
Do you think there's the chance that I could? Oh, I turned him off because I knew it was right here, and then almost let you drive past it. Do you think there's any way you could be like, here, listen to this? Can you duplicate this? Like,
yeah,
you know, that Burzum shit, that like.
Yeah, it like something like similar, so we can use it, not a copy of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And it was just a thought instead of like.
Play it right now. I'll see this.
Oh yeah.
Audio Nemesis, can you duplicate this? Oh, I thought he was more queued up. Hold on.
Oh no, I mean I can.
Dude, I'm gonna park in the main parking lot.
Why? It's so much further to walk.
I want cameras, bro.
It's so much further.
All right, Audio Nemesis, can you duplicate this?
And there's other stuff. I mean, that's more like music, but then there's also like more ambient stuff. Like, hang on, I saved it to a playlist specifically for this. Oh, okay. So you are doing far away to walk. You know, it's like 1,000,000 degrees out, right?
Yeah. No, it's gonna suck.
All right, here's the other one. Like, I guess that's really similar. I have no idea.
Genre is death metal, I believe, though. Yeah.
It's Norwegian black metal.
Black metal. My apologies.
Get it right.
Yeah. My apologies.